What's shaking YouTube? It's your boy Graybeard Gamer. Today we're going to talk about a hot button topic across the FIFA community. Today we're going to talk about scripting. And I know that EA is hush-hush about it, or they even outright deny it. But if you've played the game, you realize that there are things that happen within the game that lead you to believe that scripting exists. Well, I'm here to tell you that there is a certain amount of scripting, for lack of a better term, that happens in the game, and I'm going to explain what that is, what causes that, and how to identify players that are more susceptible to it than others right after this. And we're back, guys. Thanks for watching. Before we get into the video about FIFA scripting, make sure you hit that like button. If it's your first time here, make sure you subscribe. Also, check me out on Twitch, Graybeard_gamer. That's Grey, Graybeard_gamer. And I do a lot of live streams in FIFA and stuff like that. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the video. We've all felt the frustration in FIFA 19. You've got a lead, or you're playing well, and your opponent's not even threatening. You're making great passes, you're playing good defense. Then all of a sudden, your opponent makes some changes, and you can't complete a pass. The passes don't go where you want them to. They don't have the right velocity on them. Your first touches are garbage. Your players start running diagonally instead of running down the pitch when they're making runs. It becomes a frustration, and we call that FIFA scripting. And it is scripting to a certain degree. It's built into the programming of the game, but there's more to it than that, and you can identify it. What that is the composure of the players that you have on your team. Think about the great players, the really good players, the FIFA players that you see that have all the high-end players, the Ronaldos, the Ronaldinhos, all those. They're impacted by it, but not as much as somebody who's got mostly gold players. Because the composure stat, and I call it the 85 rule, if you have a player on your squad that has a composure less than 85, they're going to be more significantly impacted by pressure tactics or by a change by your opponent than somebody who's got over 90 or 95. The effect will last less time. So the high-end players, yeah, they feel this effect as well, but it doesn't last as long. That number 95, 85, 75, whatever it is more of an indication of the duration that your team is going to struggle once that change takes place. Because of this 85 rule, you're left with just a couple of options. The first option is you can spend more money and get better players, which is what EA wants you to do. They want you to spend your money. They want you to try to get better players. If you are lucky enough to pack a player, great. Or if you are spending enough money where you can get some coins back and buy a player, even better, because it's going to cost you more money to do it that way, and rather than getting lucky. Or your second option is you can throw on a sniper or a guardian Kim style, and that will raise your composure level about 5 points, I believe, for both. So that's really the only two options that you have. But I'm telling you guys, the composure statistic on each one of your players is going to dictate how well they play throughout the match. And I'm almost convinced, and this is just my theory, but I'm almost convinced that the more fatigued a player gets, the more of an impact an opponent's changes that they make have on that player. So I would definitely recommend putting Sniper or Guardian on any of your players, because later on in the match, they're going to need all of the composure they can get. But anyway, guys, we're coming down to the end of the video. This is just my theory, but I'm telling you, test it out. You're going to find that it holds true. My name is Graybeard Gamer. Check me out on Twitch, and I'm out.